I hate this trick so much. I spent 2 hours learning it just so I could show you how bad it is. It's been kind of a slow week. So I guess Steve Martin actually performed this trick on a Netflix special or something. So every magician in the world is going to be doing it in the next couple of months. And I just want to point out to you now just how terrible and stupid this trick really is, just so you can see it for yourself. Invariably, you're at a corporate party or something, and this hack magician walks up and he says something along the lines of, "Look, I've got two cards." Which is a stupid thing to say because everybody can see already that he's got two cards. The real thing is that normally cards come in decks of 52, but you've only got two. Where's the other ones? But they never talk about that, right? So this trick has already begun to lose some of its meaning and relevance, and it doesn't really make a lot of sense. But maybe I'm just being picky. And then he comes along and he says something like, "Look, I will fold one of the cards in half." Now, there is nothing more boring than listening to someone describe what they're doing. That's not a script. That's not presentation, right? What he should have done is said something along the lines of, "Look, it's the easiest origami demonstration ever," or something at least interesting about folding a card in half. But he doesn't do that. He just folds the card in half. And then he says, "Look, I can fold the other card the other way." So one card is folded long ways, and one card is folded short ways. Nobody cares, but carries on. And he says, "Look, one card can go inside this way. Or if I wanted to, I could put this card inside of that card, like this, right? This is, I don't know why anyone would want to do that. I mean, I appreciate that you can do those things, but so what? Why is he explaining this? He never does explain this, but it just goes on, right? And then he says, "Look, if I want to, I can take this card and fold it so that this card is face out with the 5, right? And this card is back out with the red part. See, look, this is face out, this is back out. I can see that, and I still don't care, and he's just doing more of this descriptive patter that bores you all to death." And then he says, "Look, and this is the exciting part, this is where it gets fun, this is the digital momentary climax that will blow your mind away. If I push on this card, it turns face up on the other side. It's a completely meaningless thing. I mean, okay, so it goes in one side and it flips over somewhere in the middle. Like this side is backs out, and now that side is face out, and that's literally the whole trick. And like, I don't even know why I would want to do that. And if I wanted to take a card and turn it from face up to face down, I'd just flip it over. I wouldn't fold it in half and do all that other stuff. But nonetheless, I could, if I wanted to, apparently push it through this way and make that happen. Who cares? Right? And because you still don't care, he goes through like this and he stops about halfway through. And he goes, "Look, half of the card is face up and half of the card is face down. I've isolated the moment of inversion. And if that card really was half face up and half face down, I'd be able to tear it right down the middle. And you'd see that half of the card was face down and half of the card was face up. And the rest of the cards would be here. A fact so amazing, I have to bring attention to it myself." It really is. Like, nobody cares. Nobody's going to wake up the next morning and come down to breakfast and say, "Oh my gosh, you should have seen it last night, this guy," and then try to explain everything I just did. Like you made a card flip over when it was folded, and it's not meaningful. I'm not going, "Wow, I'm really cool, I've learned this new way to do it," or "Boy, I wish I could make cards flip over." No one cares. It's boring. It's not memorable. It doesn't contribute to your event and give people an experience that's going to make them say they were glad they were there, or they wish that they'd be coming back next year. They just don't. I'm sorry for my outburst. But I think it's really important because, like I said, a famous person did this trick on television, so now every magician is going to go out and try to be like the famous person, and they're going to take around this trick that does absolutely nothing for anyone and just inflict it on audiences. Now, maybe that's the experience you want, but if you want to create something that's engaging, entertaining, amazing, and creates an experience people are going to come back to year after year to see, maybe we should have an appointment. My name is Mike Duesberg. You can see me at magicmeansbusiness.com/contact. And you can always give me a call at 561-596-3877. It's not even a puzzle. I mean, a puzzle, at least you want to work on figuring it out. That's really just a thing that sort of happens, like karaoke.